The latest on a shocking incident in Virginia, and shocking is the word here. The shooting of an elementary school teacher, Abby Zwerner, allegedly by a 6-year-old student on Friday. You heard that correctly. A 6-year-old student shot his 25-year-old teacher. She's in stable condition this morning, and we're very happy to tell you that she's showing signs of improvement.
That is a silver lining, I guess, to this horrific story. That's right, we're not even 10 days into 2023, and we've got another school shooting, this time by a literal toddler, 6 years old. So the 6-year-old boy was taken into custody after he shot a teacher at Richneck Elementary School in Newport News, Virginia, Friday afternoon. That's according to Police Chief Steve Drew. Drew said the female teacher was shot inside the classroom and added that this was not an accidental shooting. No, the teacher had some, I guess, said something the 6-year-old didn't like. There was an altercation between the teacher and student who had a firearm, and that a single round was fired. No other students were involved, and of course they're investigating it. This apparently, when the teacher was shot, she screamed at her students to evacuate, to leave immediately. I am like chilled to the bone, not just by a 6-year-old with a gun, but also by the idea that these kids watched their teacher get shot and then screamed at them to hit the ground, to leave. So I mean, like, what do you do at that point? This is, I mean, the one thing you can say is that, you look to a figure of authority during these moments of crises, during, a shooting like this. That person has just been shot and is on critical life support. So hopefully she pulls through, but the school superintendent said, I cannot control access to weapons. My teachers cannot control access to weapons. Our students got a lesson in gun violence and what guns can do to disrupt not only an educational environment, but also a family, a community. I think those are not strong enough words, but was just reactions to this.
Man, this is like if the Chappelle Show did a skit about gun nuts and gun rights crazy people. This would be the skit. It's like everybody should have a gun, even a 6-year-old at school who wants to settle scores with their teacher by literally shooting. Like, this is crazy. And I'm sorry, Francesca, I know like you're a new parent and people are gonna judge your kid. They're gonna judge you via your kid. But Francesca, if your kid shoots up a school, yes, I'm going to blame you. I blame the parents. If your 6-year-old is popping gats in school, I'm sorry, the parents have some culpability there, man. They need to be held accountable for this crap.
Absolutely, no, and the way they're held accountable is that the government, their state, has to hold them accountable for having guns like that open and available. Like, look, what is the problem with keeping a gun in a safe locker, not in your home, right? We'll give you a Ring camera, whatever you want. You keep your gun at the shooting range. You get it. When you get it. But you don't get to have it in your house willy-nilly, because clearly it's ending up in your kids' hands. So I absolutely agree that it's in the parents' responsibility, but it's also on our country to rein in the goddamn gun violence and the accessibility of it.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.